Alright, what's up? We'll give it a minute to get going, as usual. It's Saturday night. Well, here anyway. Well, no, it feels like Saturday night, but it's only 5 o'clock. I guess I don't know, it depends on your definition of night. Anyway, said the sunset time in Las Vegas today was 4:38. It's not even Thanksgiving yet. What's up, Dustin? I got home a little after 2 this afternoon, and it felt like it was 6:30, 7 o'clock in the evening. And it's like, how did it get like this so fast? But we still do the time change here in Las Vegas, so it's dark at 5 o'clock in early November. Oh well, what are you gonna do? Hope everybody's having a good weekend so far. Hey, Chet. What's going on, buddy? I went for a ride today with the boys out to the wetlands. I'm going to post some content about that tomorrow. Hey, Big Boys PV, what's going on, my friend? So, yeah, but that's going to be my last ride out for a while. Hey, Irving, what's going on? Well, do what you got to do. Glad to have you here. Thanks for being here. In any case, Irving, good to see you as always. So, yeah, the headset on the green bike finally had enough. So, I'm not going to be able to ride it until I get it fixed, but there's, I guess Crank and Grind is not open for the time being. So I can't take it there. There's a couple more local bike shops, and I tried. Well, I've called them about the headset, and both of them want me to leave the bike there for, we're really busy right now. You're gonna have to leave it for probably a week. It's like, well, that sucks. I can't really be without it for a week unless I have something else to ride, which I want to get a bike to pedal and do some Uber Eats and DoorDash with it, but I don't know. I don't know how this is all going to play out just yet. But anyway, it's good to see you guys, and thanks for being here. Yeah, I went for a hell of a bike ride today. At least I had a hell of a time getting back. My whole arms and shoulders and chest and everything are still just numb and kind of burning and tingling from you get a bad headset on a bike that weighs 88 pounds, and it makes for a rough ride. I was doing everything I could to keep that thing pointed straight on the way home. I had messed with it some earlier, like last night and earlier this morning, and it was doing better, but then I hit a bump or something when we got off the dirt trail earlier, and it just hasn't been right ever since. I don't know what the hell's I'm probably gonna have to put a couple of new pieces in there. I'm gonna have to take it to a bike shop. I'm gonna have to leave it there for like a freaking week. But yeah, I need something else to ride first. I've been looking at pawn shop bikes, and this thing right here, the cheapest 29-inch bike at Walmart, it's $168, and I'm really tempted. I don't have $168 right now, but I'd ride that thing, and I want a bike like that, kinda. Well, I should do more pedaling anyway. The e-bike is just not. The one I have is just not for pedaling. Anyway, so it's got 29-inch wheels, so it's it rolls a little better. You get a little more for your effort out of something like that. But also, hey Paula, I see you down there. Hello, hello. Also, it's a $168 Walmart bike, So I'm not going to feel weird about locking it up outside of somewhere, um, because, it's a $168 Walmart bike, and especially if it's locked, somebody's going to have to be really hard up to want to take that. But, I don't know. I think it's a lot less likely to get stolen, a bike like this, in the first place. But even if it did, it's a $168 bike from Walmart. So that's kind of my thoughts behind it. I've also looked at a couple of bikes in that price range at a pawn shop right down the street. Um, so I don't know. I don't want an expensive bike, even if I had the money, because I want to just have something that I can kick around the neighborhood, lock up, and not worry about it. I can't really do that with the e-bike, and who knows how long it's going to take them to fix that thing anyway. It's just the headset. Everything else on the bike is great, but you just can't keep it pointed in a straight line. I don't have enough upper body strength to wrestle with that thing anymore. It finally just, like, I can't ride the dang thing anymore until it gets fixed. It was just it was rough getting that thing home, but I haven't reviewed it yet. I'm going to post it tomorrow. Normally we take the wetlands ride on Sunday, but half of the group wants to just sit around home and watch football on Sunday, so we're going on Saturdays now. And I got to bomb one of the trails, one of the dirt trails with Rod. He was right behind me. Passed through the wetlands a little bit. We went down into the wash earlier too. I might include it all in the same video. We'll see. I don't know. But that's coming tomorrow, I guess. Haven't even looked at it yet. It should be good. It was a fun ride until the bike just didn't want to cooperate. Uh, but, up until then, was able to get some good footage, I think. I got to comb through that after this. I got to probably make some room on the computer. But anyway, I knew I was going to have to deal with that sooner or later. The bike has 600 miles on it, the Cheetah. It's like 500 of those in the last month, probably, or so, since the weather started getting better. So I can't wait to get out and spend some more time on it, go some more places, do some more things. Hey, what's going on, Keith? Good to see you. So I'm trying to go like Keith is doing on the Wednesday rides. I'm going to try to be pedaling. Well, that's going to be about my only option for this Wednesday. I hope I can either get this Walmart bike or like one of those pawn shop bikes that I looked at by Wednesday, and I'll be pedaling. If you're going to be in the ride, Keith, I'll be pedaling in the ride with you while I'm getting the e-bike fixed. And I might I'd kind of like to pedal during the Wednesday rides anyway, because they're so tight and compact, and it's going to be a lot easier for me to handle, a lighter bike that I'm pedaling and stuff. I don't know. Keith has an advantage on, on Wednesdays. Oh no. I went up there on my scooter because I was having problems with the headset on my bike last night, but then I fixed it sort of when I got home and a little better this morning, and now it's really bad after some more riding. But no, I didn't know about your back surgery, Keith, and I hope you're doing all right. Hope you can be back out riding again soon. No, I didn't get the bike I wanted yet. I went and saw this one. I went with Chris to Walmart the other day. Yeah, I'd like to be pedaling out there. If I can raise a few more dollars, I'm either going to get this $168 Walmart 29-inch bike or something similarly priced at a pawn shop. There's a bike at a shop like right down the street, just a couple of blocks. Um, that I bet they'd take. I think they're asking like 210 or 205 bucks for it. It's a really nice bike. It was probably 600 or 700 bucks originally. It has hydraulic disc brakes and all kinds of other stuff. Um, but what was I gonna say? Yeah, I bet they'd take like this amount. The amount of this bike cost 168 bucks for it. If I went in there, it's like I got 168 bucks. Don't think I won't go buy a Huffy at Walmart. What you got? And they'll probably be like, all right, you can have this bike for 168 bucks. So hopefully, if the stars align, Keith, and you're able to ride on Wednesday, maybe I'll be out there pedaling with you. But I hope you're recovering quickly. Oh, that would be awesome if it's not an imposition, Keith. And the thing, if we could go to a couple of pawn shops, I have things that are maybe like not good to sell on eBay, maybe not that great on Craigslist or something, but they're worth something to a pawn shop. But it's hard for me to get them there. So I could probably take a handful of crap that I have, plus a little cash, and maybe get a deal on a bike and be out there pedaling with you on Wednesday, Keith. Like I said, I want to do pedaling on Wednesday anyway. And Carrie, I don't know if Carrie's here right now. I went and had lunch with Carrie when he was here recently. We went to the Olive Garden. It was awesome. Shout out and thanks again to Carrie. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't do that, Keith. Send it to me. Like my email, my YouTube email is on my main page. Send me an email with your number or something, and I'll text you mine. But no, I'd hate to impose on you. But yeah, if I could take some crap to a pawn shop and find like the right bike for like 168 bucks. This is a really like I saw one in person at the Walmart the other day. They had just a display model. Um, it's got a three-piece crankset and the gears look all right, and again 29-inch wheels. It looks like a pretty decent bike for 168 bucks. I'm not gonna lie. I would rock one, a Walmart Huffy 29er. I'd put that thing in the bike rides. But yeah, I want to do Wednesday rides pedaling. I think just because of how congested the rides are now, it's too, especially on an e-bike with a bad headset. I'm not going to ride the e-bike again until I get the headset at least a little better than it is. Um, it's too hard to sometimes, especially one-handed, to maintain in that group as tight as it is now on that e-bike. So yeah, I think I would rather pedal on Wednesday now that the weather is cool enough. It's too cool, honestly. That's another advantage to pedaling. If it's cold, you stay a little warmer. But also, and when I mentioned Carrie earlier, I was talking with him the other day when we were sitting down having lunch at the Olive Garden, which is awesome. Thanks again, buddy. Um, about how I was planning on taking a long e-bike ride by now, but I couldn't. It's gonna cost a lot. Just the recharging stuff that I would have to tow behind me is like a couple $1,000. So I'm gonna inevitably have to postpone it until spring. But I told Carrie that if I was conditioned enough by then, maybe I'll do it pedaling. It's going to take me forever and cost a lot of money no matter what, but it would be extra raw if I went 327 miles under human power. So I don't know. We'll see. That's a possibility. But I have mentioned recently that I was going to have to postpone that ride until spring just because it got so cold so fast, and I just don't have the things that I need to do it yet, and it's going to be full on winter by the time that I do, so it's just going to have to wait until everything thaws out. So anyway, I don't know. I gotta go find Mike. Actually, he probably thinks I'm dodging him. I owe him $5. I lost a bet to Mike, Paula. I think he's doing fine. He's doing pretty well. We might be able to get him out on a bike ride at some point in the near future. It's been too cold lately, Keith, for sure. By the time I could get all the stuff together to take a ride to Santa Monica, it's going to be like it's already snowed in the mountain pass that I would have to go through on my e-bike, and it's like we're barely into November. So it's already way colder than it normally is this time of year. But, pedaling helps, I know, when it's cold and you get the blood flowing a little more. If you're not just sitting there using throttle, like it's much easier to do that if you have an e-bike. And I'm not saying I don't love that. And, most of the time we're still going to be out, using throttle on an e-bike. But, yeah, something or other, Keith. It's always, but I'd heard him say earlier this year, like in January of this year, I heard some, weather experts were saying we're going to have really hot summers for the next couple of years, 2, 3 years, like record hot summers, and they were right about this one. And then they said it's just going to get cold, like hot to cold, and probably do that for a couple of years. It's like, no, man. Those are the two worst kinds of weather. And normally we get some nice in-between stuff. Makes it nice to be outside and ride bikes and stuff, but it was hot one day and then cold the next. What are you going to do? But, yeah, no, it looks terrible, Paula, that fire. I've checked on that periodically. I have family out there, I don't know. Well, I think they're all safe right now, but I don't know how well everyone's going to fare. It's just, yeah, crazy weather. And, crazy fires in November in California. And, I don't know. Who knows what to expect anymore. It was 120 degrees in Las Vegas this summer. We shattered the previous record by 3 whole degrees, and they're expecting it's going to be like that again next summer. And then, fires and, floods and hurricanes and, who the hell knows what the weather's going to do anymore. Hey, Liberty Tree, what's going on, buddy? But yeah, Keith, back to what you were talking about earlier. If you're by chance available on Monday, I'd love to go try and, put a bike deal together, depending on how things are going. Right now, Big Boys PEV, I've just really basically sold some light strips to some friends locally. I have a bunch right now. I'm trying to do the pre-order thing. Um, but I've only had a couple. So, I don't know. Anybody wants to buy any lights, that would help a lot right now. I'm trying to buy a bicycle. I could be without my e-bike. I only have one e-bike right now. Our good friend Shane is the proud owner of the Leopard Pro, and I'm so glad it went to him because now he can come on all the rides with us. He's got the range for it and everything. He needed a bike like that. I needed to get rid of it. He's part of our group. It all kind of worked out. So I have one bike, and the headset is beyond like it just needs new parts and somebody's gonna have to fix it right at this point. So I'm gonna be without my bike for at least a week. So I need a pedal bike. I'm trying to get a pawn shop pedal bike or this Walmart bike right here to ride, which if I ordered this, it'd be here tomorrow. Um, Something that's 168 bucks. I'm trying to get something like that that I can ride around the neighborhood, lock up without having to worry about it too much because it's a $168 bike, and have something to ride while the e-bike is getting fixed, which is going to take at least a week. And I'm getting maybe 10 miles out of the S2R Plus. I think the battery is starting to go, but it's a little tiny battery, and you can buy the replacements for like 150 bucks. So I need to put that on the to-do list. Getting a new battery for the S2R Plus. If I have to spend $150 for a battery, like every couple thousand miles for that thing, um, oh, awesome, Keith, I appreciate it. Yeah, if I got to buy a new battery for that thing every couple thousand miles, it's still like a really good deal, a really good scooter. I really love to ride it. I rode it on the Friday night ride last night, but I didn't have the range to go on with them. I had to turn around and come back. So, not that it would have the range to do that ride anyway. That's like a 25-mile ride that they do on Friday. Let me see. Wow, crazy. Yeah, that's wild, Liberty Tree. And we're getting like cold winter weather in the desert while you guys are getting drought and it's warmer. I know it's been like in the East Coast, it's been warmer so far this season. But yeah, wild weather, definitely. It was 41 degrees this morning when I woke up and went. I've been getting coffee again. It hasn't made much of a difference with my ulcers, really. So I went out this morning to get coffee and it was 41 degrees. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That's a pretty serious scooter. Big Boys PEV. I was looking at one of their cheaper ones, maybe for me in the future, a single motor. But yeah, they have good scooters, and that's pretty awesome. I'm glad. Big Boys PEV. You'll have to hope you're posting some content related to that. I'll have to go check. So yeah, I went and rode around Hollywood Park the other night with uh, with Chris. We threw our scooters in his van and went to Hollywood Park over by the hill and just rode the sidewalks and trails and stuff paved. And I was just on my S2R Plus, little low wattage front drive scooter. He was on an Apollo scooter, which is a little more substantial, but I was keeping pace with him the whole time. But I just don't have the range on that scooter. But it's fun to go fast on stand-ups. And I was having a lot of fun in the ride last night. I rode with them, the extra credit group, for like around the downtown portion up until 7-Eleven, and then they were getting ready to go down the strip, and I was like, okay, I gotta turn around and go home. But it was awesome. So I know, the fast ones are a whole lot of fun. I kind of want one that's in the middle, like a little faster than this one, but not like hyper scooter. And Yumi has one. It's a single motor, 1200 watt. It's like 900 and something dollars. And it's got good range. I think it'd be good for taking deliveries too. Um, so, wow. Yeah, today, but yeah, 34, that's pretty cold. Um, and today was one of the warmer days that we've had in a while here, and it got up to like 67. Um, but that's still, like our weather went from above average to below average. And it looks like we got a couple of average days in the forecast, like lower 70s and stuff, which is what it should be. If it would be that all the time, this time of year, that would be great. But it's either been like hotter or colder. So, I don't know. You can always put more layers on, but I only have so many layers personally, you know? And it's been like January cold out the last couple of bike rides that I've done at night with people. And, I've got like everything on that I can put on pretty much. And it's still, I'm okay, but it's still cold, like really cold. Wow. Wow. Well, I hope it doesn't get too crazy with snow. We've had a couple of good seasons with snow. It snowed. It's already snowed. Like I was watching the other day when we got caught in the rain on a ride. Um, it was snowing on Mount Charleston a lot. Like it was packed on pretty heavily, and it was coming down the wash today a lot. Like a lot of it melted off already, and when we were going to the wetlands, like the spillways were coming out into the wash and stuff, and it was like yeah. So I don't know. Hey, Mike Schuster, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. We need some snow this year. A good snowpack, anyway, on everything that runs down into the Colorado River. And then that'll fill the lake up, and that's good for us. So, uh, conditions are more or less favorable so far. Wow, that's a lot of rain. Gmail, I guess, Keith. It's a Gmail account, the one that I use. So thanks to everybody who's made it into the stream tonight. Um, it's nice to get to spend some time with you. We haven't been doing this a lot lately. So, there might be more of these coming. I'm not going to be riding the e-bike anymore until I get it fixed. the headset anyway. I just can't wrestle with that anymore. Something happened with it today, and now it's just really bad, and I can barely get the thing home. So, yeah, I guess I'm gonna take it to Chris's place. He's got a guy, but I called them and another place, and everybody's like, yeah, everybody's starting to ride their bikes now and stuff. So we're backed up on repairs and stuff. So I can understand that. It's been hot all summer, and then the weather starts to cool off to where you kind of want to ride your bike, and then everybody's like, oh, we better take it to the bike shop and get all the work done, everything. So, oh, wow. That's cool. I saw that she was live this morning. I wanted to get on there, but I had to rush around and do a bunch of stuff. Get ready to go take a ride. I passed right by her where she lives today on the way back from where we were. Huh. I didn't know that. Liberty Tree. Yeah. No, sometimes I'll just have it running in the background or something. I don't ever get to chat or keep up with the chat or really keep up with anything. I'm usually like getting ready or doing something when her stream is on. Oh, yeah. So with any luck, we'll be pedaling on Wednesday. So I don't think I'm going to have the e-bike fixed by then. I'm going to have to, figure out how much that's going to cost too. They might just have to replace the whole headset assembly and then, labor. So, I mean, worst case, it couldn't be that expensive, I don't think. Hope not, anyway. Hey, Laney Grace. I'm okay. I hope you're doing well. I'm worn out from wrestling with a broken bike all the way back from the wetlands today. I'm gonna post that video tomorrow though. We had some fun on the way there and like during. And it's a really cool place. I love, even though we go there like every weekend, I still love it. And Shane goes there a lot. He lives right by yeah, he lives just like pretty close to the wetlands, I guess. So he goes there 2-3 times a week. Do I have a VR headset? No, I don't. Liberty Tree. But yeah, good to see you, Laney Grace. Glad you're here. And everybody, thanks for being here. Thanks for the likes so far. Thanks for taking the time. We haven't just come and hung out in a while. So yeah, it's a very important secret meeting. The bike is broken. The battery and the scooter is starting to go bad, and I have no other transportation options at the moment. But Keith might swoop in to the rescue here. Keith, our friend from the rides, and the chat just a minute ago. And I could take some cash, some stuff to a pawn shop, probably put a deal together on a bike. They have a really nice bike at the pawn shop, like right down the street, that I was looking at the other day. It's about the price of this Walmart one. Well, I think they're asking like $205 for it. That's $168 right there. The Walmart one, which I'm still thinking about too. But the one right down the street, like this isn't size specific. That just says 14 and up. One size fits all, basically. But the other bike is a branded bike that comes in different sizes. based on your height. And this one is not the right size for my height, but it's not far off. It's close enough. It's probably as close or closer than this bike at Walmart, which again is like a one size fits all. So I don't know. I'm gonna go check that out again. It's got 27.5 inch wheels on it. The one that I saw at the pawn shop, but it's also got hydraulic disc brakes and better gearing. It's a better bike. Was probably originally $600 or $700 at least. Um, but yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see. They're asking $205 for it. I might try to put together like 150 worth of cash and trade, and be like, here, you know, hook it up. We'll see. I don't know. Hey, Amy. Wow. Oh, wow. That doesn't sound like a wonderful thing to have to deal with. Amy, I'm sorry to hear that. Uh, yeah, Liberty Tree. There's tons of them everywhere else. Oh, I'm glad you're not paying for it. Yeah, that'd be awful, I guess, Amy. But I'm glad you're here. I hope everything gets sorted out. Yeah. Yeah, it's never a good thing to have to deal with. I'm sure. So, yeah, I figured we were about due for one, Amy. But thanks to all who have made it through the secret meeting tonight. Moderators, chatters, lurkers. Um, I don't know. Great to have you here. Great to get to spend some time with you. I have a donut that I forgot about that I'm going to really enjoy after this. So, yeah, if Keith figured out how to send me an email, I'm going to get him. I don't know why we haven't exchanged contact information yet all the times we've hung out. Um, so, yeah, maybe I can work it out and get something done with Keith, take a few things to that pawn shop, get his take on it too. Keith has a really nice mountain bike. This is kind of like a cross. The one that I'm looking at is like kind of a cross between a mountain bike and like a flat bar gravel bike. It's definitely not quite a mountain bike. I'm sorry to hear that, Keith. I don't know why. It's just, it should work. Sincloth702YT at gmail.com. You should be able to get to it just from your email account. Yeah, YT. Sincloth702YT at gmail.com. So, yeah, I only did 20 some odd miles of riding today, and I'm just worn out because the whole way back the headset was just all screwed up on the bike, and it's just you're never not wrestling with the handlebars to try to keep the bike pointed straight. It's so hard to ride that bike with the headset screwed up. And I was all stoked this morning when I went out. I was like, cool, it's working better. Now I messed with it a lot and it was working as well as it ever had been, and now it's as bad as it ever has been. So I'm just gonna have to get that taken care of. There's no way that I can ride it like that anymore. I'm so just like I used a week's worth of energy just riding that thing back from the wetlands. I'm kind of looking forward to pedaling a bike though. Everybody like Vic was at the Wednesday ride on a pedal bike. He wasn't riding his Iahora e-bike this week. I don't know. I guess it really seems like the Wednesday ride, especially, is a better ride for pedaling. E-bikes and scooters are, welcome, of course, and always present. I've never heard anybody say no, e-bikes and scooters can't come, but it does seem like it's a better bike to, or a better ride to do on a bike, pedaling. Hey, John, what's going on, buddy? Good evening to you as well. And I'm okay. I hope you're well. How have you been? Haven't seen you in a while. Great to see everybody. Glad everybody could make it in tonight. And, say hello, hang out for a little while. So, yeah, we'll see what I can get going here with the pedal bike in the next couple of days. I want Keith to check out that one at the pawn shop down the street and get his take on it, because Keith has an awesome similar pedal bike. So yeah, maybe that all works out by Wednesday, and then again, probably going to take at least a week, I'm told, to get the headset fixed and the e-bike before I can get out and ride that thing again. But I could take some shorter rides around the neighborhood on the scooter. We'll probably do that. We got a couple of nicer days in the forecast, some 70-ish degree temperatures, and good for riding a stand-up electric scooter around downtown Las Vegas. So we'll probably go live for a couple of those. Hope you guys will come along. Probably take a walk on Fremont Street maybe Tuesday. Well, no, I think I might go. No, not if I don't have my e-bike fixed by Tuesday. I'm not going to go on the Tuesday ride. So maybe we'll walk around on Fremont on Tuesday, depending on how the weather is. But probably take some scooter rides around town. Maybe do some pedaling too, depending on what I can get worked out. If I decide to try and do something on that bike at the pawn shop. I don't know. But yeah, it looks like we're finally going to get some average-ish temperatures in the next few days, like some 72, 73 degree kind of stuff. Sincloth702YT at gmail.com. It's valid, Keith. Let me see. Well, I don't know. That's the thing, Keith. It's got to work. Seriously. Sincloth702YT@gmail.com. No caps or anything. Yeah, Ed and Judy. Oh, hey, Ed and Judy. Hello, hello. Oh, really? Oh, maybe that's it, Liberty Tree. Um, yeah, maybe it's just not working right now. You could also, if it doesn't work, Keith, if you have Instagram, my Instagram is Sincloth702. Send me a DM or something. That's a way to do it. But yeah, the email should work. But maybe if yeah, Google News is down right now, then could be Gmail's down too. But yeah, good to see you, Ed and Judy. So let me see. So yeah, really tempted to try and just put the cash together, $168, and try that Walmart bike. But I'm sure for about the same price, I could go to that pawn shop and get a bike that originally cost a lot more. But I don't know. I'm gonna have to go check it out. Okay, I got it, Keith. I'm gonna have to do it like after the live stream, or it might cut the live stream if I try to do it and like do the Instagram permission right now. So I'll do it afterwards. And anyway, but it looks like it worked, Keith. So anyway, what else? What else is going on? So yeah, I'm gonna try and get that video up tomorrow. Did get some good footage before the bike started acting up today, so can't wait to share that with you guys tomorrow. I guess I haven't even looked at it yet. I'm assuming it came out okay. I rode down into the wash with Rod from up on the bike path. Rod's just like, screw it, we're going down into the wash, and I went behind him, and yeah, it was fun. So I'll probably include that in the video, and then like a nice dirt trail at the wetlands, and then through the wetlands and stuff. So yeah, that'll be up sometime tomorrow, and I guess after the live stream tonight I'll go through that. Hey Lou, what's going on? Just sitting down and talking about stuff. But glad you're here. Thank you, Paula. Well, I know people have things to do, especially in Vegas. It's, you know, dinner time just about now. It feels like the middle of the night because it gets late, or it gets dark so early now. It's just, I don't know, it's weird. So glad everybody's here. Yeah, that's weird that it would be down. Yeah, it is weird to be dark at 5 o'clock. I'll never like that'll never feel natural at all. Yeah. And another month from now here, another month and a half, it'd be dark at like 4:26 p.m. Like it'd be nighttime outside. And that's just not right. Yeah, it's I don't know. I don't like it. But, I mean, soon it'll be forever long days and 120 degrees again. Like we were saying in the summertime, soon we're going to be complaining about how cold it is and how short the days are. And now, yeah, now we're saying soon we're going to be complaining about how hot it is and how long the days are. Uh, yeah, well, who knows? I hope they can get it all straightened out. Liberty Tree. And anyone who's trying to use Google services, I'm glad that the live stream seems to be working. So, yeah, but if you just tuned in, if you missed anything earlier, my e-bike is out of commission for the time being. My headset is really screwed up this time. I can't just, put spackle on it and go ride it for a little while again. It's going to have to be fixed. Um, and I'm trying to get either this Walmart bike for 168 bucks or a punch out bike that's similarly priced and have that in time to do the Wednesday night ride. Pedaling, like old school, analog cycling, the way they did it in the olden days. Remember that when people used to pedal on bikes? So yeah, I'm gonna be out there like our great grandparents did. With any luck. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, I'm thinking if it's still there, that bike, I'm not going to say anything about it. I don't want anyone going in there and snatching it out from under me. But if it's still there, when Keith can come and scoop me up perhaps on Monday, I'll get his take on it too. And maybe you see me riding that thing in the Wednesday ride. We shall see. So, gonna try to do more classic cycling. I'm not gonna stop riding scooters and e-bikes. Don't get the wrong idea. Yeah, no, I have, but Keith, everything on OfferUp and Marketplace and stuff, it's all around. The cheaper stuff is all around a couple $100 or so. I don't have that much in cash. I have a few things that I could take to a pawn shop that might be worth something to them. And they have a pretty good bike down the road. I'd like to get your thoughts on it. I think they want a little too much for it, but like might be able to wrestle with them a little bit. Huh. Well, that's crazy. Liberty Tree, that's a little out of my price range. Oh no. Yeah, rear tire flats are the worst. I hate dealing with that. Well, that'd be awesome too, Keith, but I'm just not working with a lot of cash. This is bad timing. Bad timing for my e-bike to quit working. I don't really have the money to fix it. I don't really have the money for another bike right now. I'm gonna have to make it work somehow. So we'll see how it all goes, I guess. Hey, baby love, what's going on? Hello, hello. But I kind of want a cheap bike, like a pawn shop bike or this $168 Walmart bike, because I can take it to places and lock it up and not be worried about it. Because passersby are going to be like, ah, that's a Walmart bike. You know, who cares? We're not going to cut a lock and go to jail for a Huffy. Not that there's anything wrong with a Huffy. It's still a perfectly good bike, but it's not worth the risk of getting caught stealing one. But yeah, good to see you, baby love. I'm glad you're here. And everyone that's here, thanks for being here. I love you guys. Hope everybody's having a good weekend so far. I'm worn out already. But it was a fun day until the bike started acting up. Wow. No, that's good. $20 is in my price range. Liberty Tree. We actually had tacos today. We stopped at Del Taco on the way back. I'm glad we stopped because I got a chance to take a break and rest my arms from wrestling with that stinking bike. It just won't go straight. I don't know what. I've taken it apart and put it back together. It looks fine, but like slightly off. It's always been screwed up, but I just can't get it right. Yeah, no, I've looked at Craigslist and stuff. Everything, like the decent bike average price is like $200, it seems like. I'm finding around here. They have one at a pawn shop down the street that if I went there with $160 cash, I could probably buy it. And it's a really good bike. And then there's this bike that I could get at Walmart, brand new, for $168. So it looks like, Lou, though, seriously, everything that I'm finding under $200 online looks like it needs work or just isn't a very good bike. No, I'm a pretty good negotiator too, Keith, but I don't even know if I'm going to have $160 to take them by Monday. I'm going to have some cash and maybe like some things that I could take and try and trade. So, I don't know. Hold on. I gotta check notifications, guys. Being notified. So, yeah, but I like the bike that they have down the road, and I want to say that it's got a $205 price on it. Um, but it's not the kind of bike that everybody's looking for necessarily, but it would do me some good. No, that's a good call there, Lou. But it seems like, once the weather gets like to where you could ride a bike around here, which it has finally, like bikes are just like they shoot up in value. Everybody wants a bike now because it's bike riding season and stuff like that. So now that I need one, it's like a really bad time to try and get one. But we'll see how it goes. I'll try and figure something out. No, I didn't get the $1 million yet. Still waiting for that. That's going to be a glorious notification when it comes on the phone. Oh, your $1 million has arrived in your bank account. It's been deposited. Oh, good. That's helpful. All right, take it easy, Keith. I'll check your DM and text you in a while. So, but yeah, I like this bike at Walmart. It's a 29er. It's a 29-inch mountain bike. They call it a mountain bike. It looks more like a flat bar gravel bike, kinda. Well, I don't know, like a cross between a flat bar gravel bike and a mountain bike. But, 168 bucks. That's, that's really not very expensive. Yeah, but it's kind of expensive, Liberty Tree, to do it a lot. I'd be way better to just go buy a bike. I'm gonna ride it enough. So if I can find a decent bike for 160, 180 bucks, it'd be better. It would be better to do it that way. But somebody who's coming to visit and wants to do a Wednesday night ride or something, yeah, get one of the rental bikes. That's what that's good for. But for how much that would amount to after a few rides, I might as well just buy one of the bikes that I'm looking at. But it'd be nice to have the Cheetah e-bike finally, working like it's supposed to. It never has. It has 600 miles on it now, and it's never been right. It's been much better than it is right now, but now it's like it's just not gonna. It just needs to get fixed. It's not just gonna work anymore. Anyway, what else was I gonna tell you about? So yeah, I gotta check out that footage that I shot today from the ride. That's going up tomorrow, I guess. And then maybe go try to put a bike deal together with Keith on Monday. Maybe be pedaling on the Wednesday ride. That could be cool. Maybe meet up with the guys on Tuesday if they're doing the wetlands ride this time or if they're going to the other side of town. Maybe if they make it back over here, meet them for dinner or something if I get that other bike, the pedal bike. As soon as I get a pedal bike, I'll take the e-bike to Chris's guy's place and drop it off where it's going to have to be there for like a week at least. And, get the ball rolling on that. And then, so yeah, eventually get that thing back and right, as it should have been when it came out of the box. And that'd be good. So just a waiting game at this point. Gotta try to pull some strings, do a couple of things, work a couple of things out, and then everything should be all right. Yeah, no, I hear you, Liberty Tree. But I'm planning on doing a lot of pedaling. So if I can get a good bike and just pay 160 bucks one time, that would definitely be better for me. Yeah. Oh, we'll see, Lou. The bike on the corner down the street at the pawn shop is a 27.5 inch. It's a flat bar gravel bike. Um, it would be. It's for someone who's like 5'10" to 6 feet maybe, and I'm 6'3", so it's a little small for me. But it would be more size appropriate, or at least as size appropriate as this bike, which is a 29er at Walmart, which is a one size fits, 14 and up adult or whatever teen it says. Hey, Steve-O or Renee-O, sorry. I saw O. That's Renee. How you doing? Good to see you. I'm okay. How are you? Uh-huh. But yeah, good to see you guys. Aw, well, I hope yeah, it has been a week, hasn't it? I mean, quite quite a lot of things have occurred recently, but on the bright side, and this is not an invitation for anyone to get political in here, on the bright side, we're not going to get bombarded with political ads all the time anymore. Um, so it has been a long week. I've felt like it's been a long week. It has for me anyway. Well, I hope everything's okay, Renee. Or ultimately will be, anyway. Uh, yeah, you ought to get them on Staten Island. I don't know why you wouldn't, but ours are only in like the greater downtown area here. I don't think they're in any of the suburbs or anything, or any like not even on the strip. Like they don't go down past Sahara Avenue, the little bike stands where you pick up the rental bikes. Yeah, no, I haven't done as much live streaming lately. I'm gonna try to turn that around here. Spend more time live, doing things, hanging out. Try to do more bike rides, like some bike rides. I've never done like actual bike rides on the channel. So some bike rides, more e-bike rides, more scooter rides. Um, Took the scooter out for the Friday night ride last night, but it doesn't have the range to do the Friday ride. So I did a portion of it, and that was fun. And I guess a lot of the guys did the whole ride last night. Rod, Christian, Shane. Shane did most of the ride, I guess. Uh, I didn't have a bike in working order, and I shouldn't have taken it out today and hit the trails, but uh, no, I know, Keith, but the one that they have down the street, I think, is close enough. I've ridden bikes that size before. Um, so I don't know. But yeah, you raise a good point. So I don't know. I'm hoping that the right bike and the means to pay for it will find me by the end of Monday, and then we can ride it on Wednesday while I'm getting the e-bike repaired, and hopefully have it ready by the following Wednesday. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, but I appreciate your help, Keith. Yeah, I figured that's what you meant. So, but if nothing panned out and I could still come up with $168, I think that this bike, this Walmart Huffy 29er, I think it'd be fine. I'd have to do some things to it over time. New pedals, new seat, couple other things. But it would be fine until then. Put tires on it, better tires on it. But otherwise, that's not a bad bike. I think that would be fine to ride. But yeah, I'm on a very limited budget, and I need to find one. I need to find a pedal bike before I can drop off the e-bike. And yeah, so we'll see how it all plays out this week. But thanks again, Keith, for the help. I appreciate it. Hey, Mike, what's going on? Good to see you, buddy. So, but yeah, and speaking of Mike and the ride that Mike was in with Irving as well, I'm still inspired by Irving came out and did on his first try a whole bike ride on a rental bike, the pedal bike, not the electric bike. He came out and he did the whole ride. So yeah, and there he is in the comments. The man, the myth, the legend. Irving and Mike together in the comments. If you missed it, guys, I'm sure most of you haven't. Most of you did see it. Mike and Irving came and did the ride together with me one night recently. So yeah, but Irving pedaled the entire time. So it got me thinking and inspired. You know, I would like to pedal for the Wednesday rides now because they're so tight and congested anyway that it's hard to, especially one-handed live stream and ride an e-bike, and there's all these little kids, you know, almost like riding right underneath you and stuff. And so, oh shoot, back in April, that's good, Mike. Well, I hope so. I hope you'll come back out and do the ride again. In April, the weather should still be pretty nice. So it should be really nice to ride in April, actually. So yeah, I hope you'll be back out for the ride, but it'd be awesome to see you anyway when you come back. So yeah, but I sure do appreciate you guys taking the time, coming and hanging out a little bit. I'm so glad, Irving. It looked like you were having a good time, and I'm glad you came and did it. And but like I said, you have me inspired to do it pedaling on Wednesdays. I'm not going to do it that way all the time. I'm still going to ride e-bikes. We're still going to take, whoa, oh, almost fell out of the chair. Still going to take the scooter out. Probably take the scooter out maybe tomorrow. We'll see. See what the weather's like, and I got some stuff to do. But for the time being, I don't know. I suppose I have to eat a donut. I have to message Keith about getting together and looking at bikes on Monday. Um, and this other stuff. So I'll probably check in with you guys for a while tomorrow. If anybody needs plasma LED lights, hit me up, send me an email or something. Um, but yeah, otherwise, I appreciate you taking the time, coming hanging out, coming to the secret meeting for a little while. Um, yeah, and it'll probably be another one or two of these here and there scattered. You never know. I can't tell you when exactly, or it wouldn't be a secret. So watch for them. They're coming. And yeah, should be due for a Fremont walk in the next day or two. And then some bike riding, maybe show you a new bike, depending on how that goes. Getting the e-bike fix, getting back out with that. More content, more trail rides. I want to do some more trail rides, go back to the wetlands and do other stuff by Sunrise Mountain and stuff. More off-roading on the Cheetah. But I have to get the headset fixed. I can't ride it like it is anymore. It's too screwed up. So, yeah, gonna get that taken care of. Gonna get a pedal bike. Gonna take care of all sorts of other things. Yeah, walks, rides, live streams, posted videos tomorrow. The film that I got today, the filming that I did today, will be up tomorrow. And it was a good ride up until things started going wrong with the bike. But yeah, anyway, hope you guys have a good Sunday. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I expect to see you sometime tomorrow. So thanks again, moderators, chatters, lurkers, everybody. Yeah. So, yeah, stay tuned. Who knows where it goes from here, but lots of interesting things on the horizon. So, hope everybody has a great Sunday. Take care of yourselves. Thanks again, guys. And I look forward to seeing you again real soon. Oh, hey, Lee. I see you. You were lurking. That's cool. All right. But good night, everybody. Take care. Have a good rest of your weekend. And I look forward to seeing you again real soon.